Ladies and gentlemen, it is me, the aLeXx, here to give you guys my review of the biggest WrestleMania ever, breaking the biggest attendance record of all time. And God Almighty, did this show give you some of the weirdest thoughts going through this show? It was way too long for a WrestleMania, and honestly, there's a WrestleMania that's highly overrated recently, and it suffers the same thing as this, but not as bad as this one. Show was alright. They announced that it was gonna be 4 hours plus with the kickoff. It was gonna be 2 extra hours that really you didn't have to see, and then the main event. They went too far with the timing, and it was like almost an 8 hour show. The fucking show just ended, and well, for me, it just ended because it's like 10:30 or some shit. But ladies and gentlemen, we kick it off with the kickoff. Ryback versus Kalisto. Kalisto won. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a decent match, the best kickoff match, and I was really disappointed because Usos and Dudley's was pretty disappointing. It was too damn short. I know the Usos gonna win. The table spot was fucking retarded. Dudley's are gonna put these guys over the tables, and instead Usos reverse and they put the Dudleys through the tables. The crowd is booing the shit out of this, and rightfully so. Like I said, Kalisto and Ryback, much better match. Definitely the only thing that's a little bit worth watching. The Total Divas beat Bad and Blonde. I knew that. Lana was not that good in the ring, so I just wanted that. Nikki Bella showed up to celebrate, obviously. So there's that. Now let's move on to the main card. We kick off. By the way, Fifth Harmony showed up and they sing the America is Beautiful. Really odd to see Fifth Harmony there. The girls that sing Worth It and all that shit. I mean, I don't hate them, but damn it. I like the video package that they put out, Remember the Name and stuff like that. It felt like a WrestleMania. I was pretty pumped for it. And then we kick it off with the Intercontinental Championship ladder match, starting the exact same way last year started. We have the ladder match, and you could tell they're basically trying to make Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for most of it. And I honestly kind of do wish he did that, but the only reason why they didn't do it because of the result. Zack Ryder wanted his entrance music to pop in and have a great moment for him, and sure enough, Zack Ryder becomes the Intercontinental Champion. What a shocker. And honestly, after watching this shit, only 3 guys deserved it. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Zack Ryder. Those 3 were the only ones doing shit. Sin Cara didn't do shit. Dolph Ziggler didn't do shit. Started this some stuff. He brought his own ladder again. This time with polka dots from Dusty Rhodes, giving tribute to his father. So you could say he did enough. Who else was in it? What was the name of the other guy? There was 7 guys. Who's the other fucking guy? Let me see. Yeah, that was it. Only few. Oh, the Miz. I forget the Miz. Obviously I know why, cause he's fucking boring the shit. I just swear to God, no one did shit through this match. I'm not saying this is a bad match. Keep that in mind. I enjoyed the match. It was fun. It was definitely not as good as the last year's ladder match. But I definitely did enjoy it. It was mainly Sammy and Owens. Zack Ryder did, like I said, he did do some stuff. And he won the match first, got 6. So what a great moment. Something tells me he's just gonna lose it tomorrow night on Raw against Kevin Owens, like they did with Barrett and The Miz. I hope not. I hope they do something with Zack Ryder. I was a big Zack Ryder fan back in 2011 when he was really over. So I want to see what happens, and if they lose it, then that fucking sucks. Then we get Chris Jericho and AJ Styles, a great match. Honestly, my favorite match these guys have ever had. They've only had a handful of them, so not really competition. I really had fun with this match. I don't give a fuck if we've seen it so many times. I had so much fun. I definitely want to stop watching the match for sure. And AJ lost. Problem, yes, that AJ lost, but honestly, my friend wanted Chris Jericho to win, and I was asking him why, and then he told me Chris Jericho never had an actual WrestleMania moment. Every match he's won has been forgettable because of certain stuff, and yeah, I mean, and if you look at his radar, he only won like 2 matches at WrestleMania, which were the match at WrestleMania 26 when he took on Edge, and then that moment got lost when Edge speared him. And WrestleMania 16, which is a Chris Benoit match and Kurt Angle match, so and they want us to forget those guys even exist, so that's why Chris Jericho never had a true moment, and it was nice that he brought that up. I definitely want AJ Styles to win, and plus after losing to Fandango, definitely Chris Jericho needs a moment. So I guess I'll let that one slide, but definitely I wanted AJ to win, and he had a cool attire. I'll say that. That's what's so cool about Mania. Everybody comes with different attires, and this year was kind of weak when it came to attires, except for yeah, it was a pretty weak time for attires. The League of Nations versus the New Day. A big box of Booty-O's shows up, and New Day comes out. It was actually not that bad of a match. It actually picked up. It had some fun moments. Definitely which New Day won, but definitely they did something great. Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels. Well, Shawn Michaels came out in DX attire, and I thought he was ready to wrestle. I was confused. I thought DX was gonna come in, but Mick Foley comes in, so I was still confused. Then Stone Cold comes in. Then those three beat the shit out of the League of Nations. Then they try to dance with New Day. Stone Cold Stunners, New Day, no, not Xavier Woods only, and that was it. And then they started drinking beers. That was a good moment. Definitely loved that part of the match. And then comes the biggest disappointment of the show. Brock Lesnar defeated Dean Ambrose in a no-holds-barred street fight. This was a no-holds-barred street fight. What the fuck happened? Nothing happened. It was a short match. Not a lot has happened with weapons. It was mainly Brock Lesnar just tossing around Dean Ambrose like 50 million suplexes again. I still had fun with the match, but definitely wanted more weapons. They usually want to use like a kendo stick. They didn't even use the chainsaw, which I knew they weren't gonna use it, but they didn't at least use the baseball bat. But they didn't really do much, and then they had a shitload of chairs. That was a cool spot, definitely for sure. But Brock wins. I'm happy, I guess. But where does Dean Ambrose go after this? That's the big question. Then we get the match of the night, and this is the biggest shocker. Before that, we introduced the Hall of Fame. Of course, respect to Sting, Snoop, all the guys that went to the Hall of Fame. People said the class was weak. I thought it was alright. It wasn't that bad. Definitely, it would have been better if Bossman and was still alive and we could have had his speech. So I guess that's why people say the card's weak. But I still liked it. I thought it was not that bad. It was a pretty good one. It was actually a better card than what we got, sadly. But we had Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte have the triple threat match, and I said match of the night, and they fight for a women's championship. Lita earlier in the kickoff brings out a new title. It looks like the WWE championship, but with like a white strap and like red in the top. It looked pretty badass. It didn't look that bad, and thankfully we're getting rid of the Divas championship. Fuck that title, it don't mean shit. Definitely these three girls deserve to fight for that belt because they tore the fucking house down. They went to fight like it was like their actual WrestleMania, and for God's sakes, the Divas Revolution has arrived. Good commentary, good stuff. The main problem, I would say, Ric Flair keeps interfering, which is annoying. Sasha Banks dress up like with Eddie Guerrero colors, give tribute to him, so I thought she was gonna win. And then I looked at the entrances. Charlotte came with like the Ric Flair jacket in at WrestleMania 24, and Sasha Banks came with Snoop Dogg rapping and one of her friends rapping. So that was a really cool moment. Becky Lynch just had like a little smoke, and then I was thinking, what if Becky Lynch wins? People say she's like the undergirl out of the three, the underdog out of the three, so that would have made sense. But then Sasha Banks, her cousin Snoop just got into the Hall of Fame, so maybe he could have won. And then Charlotte's still the remaining champion, so maybe she could have won. So that's what made this match so cool. You didn't know who the fuck was going to win, and that's what I loved about this match. And it delivered. It was the match of the night, shockingly. Yeah, Charlotte wins, makes Becky tap out, but Sasha was going to stop it, but Rick grabs onto her leg, and she doesn't manage to get out, so there's that. Definitely, yeah, the match of the night. This is the only match I definitely want to go back and see, and the next one I'm about to talk about. Undertaker vs. Shane McMahon. This was a great match. This was just fucking thrill ride. It wasn't as good as AJ and Jericho or the ladder match for me personally, as far as wrestling wise goes. But as story wise goes, this was perfect. It was a bit slow, but I don't give a fuck. Definitely, it needed some blood, that's for sure. But Undertaker and Shane get out their cell because they break it, and Shane puts Undertaker in a sleeper hold. Then Undertaker jumps into an announce table. That was fucking cool. And then they still fight, and then Shane climbs the cell, and he's ready to jump from the top of that cell, and fuck, Undertaker ducks or moves out the way and breaks it. And then here's the highlight for me about this match. Undertaker looks at Shane like, wow, this guy is really just fighting to keep the company. And I could tell that's the story they were telling with Undertaker's face, and it just shows like, wow, Shane really does care about this company. But sadly enough, Undertaker had to do his job and Shane because he wants to continue at WrestleMania. So then he even taps him like in the shoulder, and then Tombstone. Undertaker wins. Shane McMahon is not going to be the GM, sadly, but I want to see where this goes. I actually want to see where this goes before the internet explodes on me and shit. I want to see where this leads to. So I'll let that slide. Then we had the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I really didn't know who was gonna win, but you had the ring full. Then a couple people got their entrances. Mark Henry, Kane, DDP. Yes, he was there, and the Big Show. So they get there and the match is ready to start. Then Shaquille O'Neal, I'm not joking, Shaquille O'Neal runs in the ring. Throwback to 2009 when Shaq guest host Raw and Big Show uh, was trying to chokeslam them. They even said "Boom Shakalaka," which is a line that was funny at the time. Still kind of catchy, I guess. Boom Shakalaka, but it definitely was a cool moment. Thankfully they didn't win. None of those two. I want to see that because I don't want to see Shaq and Big Show fight at WrestleMania 33. That's what it was rumored. I guess they're still thinking about doing it, but instead they just throw both guys out. So that was great, and the match just kept going. It was the weakest battle royal match we've seen out of all the ones that we've gotten, for sure. The Social Outcast was mainly just fucking around, which made it so weak. Then Kane just throws everybody out, like whatever. And then Baron Corbin was the mysterious guy and throws out Kane, and Baron Corbin wins the Memorial Battle Royal. I am happy for this, and this is why, because they realized that they fucked up with Cesaro. Big Show, he just wanted to take the picture, but Baron Corbin is a guy that's going back to NXT. And if he's going back to NXT, he lost to Austin Aries. He could at least say, look, I went to WrestleMania, my first WrestleMania, and I won the Battle Royal. How many people could say that? How many fucking people could say that now? Baron Corbin could be the first one to say that at NXT. He could definitely bring a story up to him. Please don't bring him to WWE yet. Keep him in NXT. You could tell this guy, after watching the Austin Aries match, and it was a good match, you could tell that he's not quite ready, but he definitely should stay at NXT for a while. I really enjoy how Baron Corbin's been improving in the ring, so keep him in NXT for a while, and then once he gets to at least a 4-star, okay, maybe not a 4-star, 3.5, maybe you could say, okay, maybe this guy's a little bit ready. I doubt he's gonna beat Finn Balor for the championship. If he does, wow. And then we get The Rock coming in. He has a sick ass entrance, burning something. Has a flaming gun, I guess, and says The Rock, and his shit's on fire. That shit look cool. I thought Kevin Hart was gonna come out. I'm not even joking, because Central Intelligence is coming out in a couple weeks, months from now, and I was like, Kevin Hart's better not come out. Thankfully, he didn't. Rock just sets the attendance record, and Bray Wyatt comes in with the Wyatts, except for Luke Harper because he's injured, and then they have some great work in the mic, and then Rock just takes his clothes off and he's like in ring attire, and then he's like, I'm gonna fight anybody, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna fight tonight, we're gonna make a match. Then Eric Rowan gets in the ring and Rock beats him in 6 seconds. Then the Wyatts were ready to beat the shit out of him, and the return of John Cena, I marked out. I was so happy. How often do I've never seen a pop so good for John Cena in quite a while. I am so happy that John Cena is back, considering the ending of this show. Uh, John Cena could definitely bring the ratings up. I don't give a shit what the fuck you guys gotta say. John Cena is a star. He's the most popular wrestler. It's good that he came. I know he was gonna. People say he was gonna make an appearance. He obviously he does this segment. I didn't like that he buried the Wyatts. Definitely could have had a third guy to act. Definitely we could have had a third guy to show up and beat up the Wyatts, like Stone Cold Mick and Shawn from like in the League of Nations. We could have had like a third guy. It could have been. If it was Seth Rollins, I would have marked the fuck out, which was a long shot because Seth Rollins is long injured for a while, unless it's like Daniel Bryan just come. Actually, Daniel Bryan just came out and started the yes chant. And then we could have had this shitty ass main event that we got Triple H versus Roman Reigns. This was so fucking boring and slow. I'll give you this. Triple H had a badass entrance. He had a good ass entrance. And Stephanie McMahon with the fucking hot ass outfit. I love this match. It was fucking. I love this entrance. Why the fuck did I say match? Fuck out of here. I love the entrance. It was great. Roman Reigns came out. People were booing. He comes to the entrance, not the crowd anymore. I guess they're tired of that. And yeah, I guess he's tired of people booing him, so that's why he's out of the crowd. And he has this entrance. All right, he punches the fucking ground, and the fireworks are late. What the fuck? That's all bullshit. If this match was good, this show could have been much better than what it could have been. And this match definitely fucking dragged the show down. It's like when you watch a good movie and then it has a shitty finish and you're just thinking about the movie like, wow, it could have ended differently. So yeah, that was a big problem. This is the worst match of the show by far. At least the Battle Royal, you had a little good moments, two little good moments. The finish and the Shaq Big Show thing wasn't that bad. And even the League of Nations thing, at least they got wrestlers that know how to wrestle. You know, this match fucking dragged. It was fucking boring. It was slow. It had its little moments, like Triple H going through the ramp and stuff. I haven't seen a main event this bad since WrestleMania 27. If anybody remembers what the fuck happened there. A big highlight was Roman Reigns spearing Stephanie McMahon. Honestly, what would have helped this match if he speared Stephanie and then Triple H gets mad, punches the shit out of him, he gets disqualified, and then it just ends with Roman Reigns punching Triple H and standing tall. That would have been a perfect ending for the show. Instead, Triple H pulls out a sledgehammer. Super Roman Reigns fucking ducks all over the place and beats Triple H like whatever. It was fucking bullshit. I hated this match. Worst main event since 27. It was better than 27. At least this one they were trying. And the show was way too fucking long, guys. I'm gonna give this show a 7 out of 10, and I really feel bad that I'm doing that. Almost a 7.5. Almost. I want to say this is a B- show, and I really don't want to say that, considering how great the rest of the show was. But damn it, was this ever disappointing? I think I won't go back to watch all of this show. I'll definitely watch like a couple matches, like the ladder match, Shane match, Jericho match, and of course the Divas match. The women's match. It's no longer Divas, people. Thank God. So yeah. Watch those 4 matches. Those are the only things worth watching. Yeah, that was it. Everything else was either okay or bad. Yeah, go. Not a worth watching show. It was really disappointing WrestleMania, but we got some okay stuff here and there. It had more moments than WrestleMania 31 did, as far as moments, not matches like in WrestleMania 31. I'll give you that. So, and WrestleMania 31 was far better as far as entertainment wise goes. So yeah, that's what I thought about this show. It was a okay show. Not pretty weak WrestleMania, but it was weak WrestleMania, but it shouldn't be weak because it's WrestleMania. Definitely, I hope WrestleMania 33 is better. Um, so yeah, give me your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, check out my top 100 matches of WrestleMania down in the link. So check that out. It's me, the aLeXx. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And until then, I'm out.